You can spend a lifetime chasing watches, or you can build a 3-watch collection that feels complete at any budget. And here's the twist. The perfect trio doesn't care whether you're spending $500 or $50,000. What matters is balance, personality, and that spark you feel when a watch just clicks. Today, we're building 3 different collections, 9 watches in total, each one chosen for real-world versatility, emotional pull, and yes, serious collector credibility. If you're into watches from quartz to spring drive, you know what to do. Let's crank the crown on round 1. First up, the Hamilton Khaki Field quartz, $445. Yes, under $500. This isn't just a field watch, it's a tiny Swiss army of reliability on your wrist. That matte dial? Like canvas for adventure, crisp, military-inspired, and surprisingly versatile. The 38mm case wears effortlessly under a shirt cuff, but it's sturdy enough for a weekend hike. The lume pops like a secret signal in the dark, and the hand-wound feel of that smooth quartz sweep? Deceptively charming. You're not just buying a watch, you're buying a ticket to versatility, casual, rugged, or a subtle office flex. And man, for this price, you're basically stealing a Swiss classic. Would you wear this as your daily companion, or save it for tactical missions? Tell me below. Next, the Seiko Alpinist SPB 121, $580, a watch that sneaks sophistication into adventure. Look at that emerald green dial. It doesn't just catch the light, it plays with it, like sunlight filtering through a forest canopy. The cathedral hands glide over compass markers that hint at the watch's mountaineering roots. But honestly, this wears like a dress watch in a suit and a field-ready companion on a trail. The 6R35 automatic movement hums quietly, a subtle heartbeat you almost feel more than hear. Strap it on, and suddenly you're not just tracking time, you're tracking moments, memories, and a little swagger. For under $600, this is the kind of watch that makes people ask, wait, that's a Seiko? And here's the question, would you take it hiking or keep it pristine for desk-side admiration? And then, the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80, $850, the watch that proves affordable and iconic can absolutely live in the same sentence. That integrated bracelet? It snaps into place like it was sketched by a designer who wakes up thinking in straight lines and retro angles. The black tapisserie dial shimmers with this slick, almost ceramic confidence, like a disco ball in stealth mode. And inside, the Powermatic 80 just keeps going, delivering a weekend-proof 80-hour reserve that embarrasses watches twice its price. On the wrist, it's smooth, modern, a little rebellious. The kind of piece that makes you wonder why you'd ever spend more for this level of swagger. Here's the real question. Is this your everyday anchor or your secret dress watch in disguise? Let me know below. Subscribe, or else I'll send this cat to your house at 3 a.m. The Tudor Black Bay 58, $4,975, is what happens when a diver grows up, trims the excess, and walks into the room wearing a tuxedo. This thing is elegance in stealth mode. The proportions are near perfect, that sweet spot 39mm case that hugs the wrist like it knows you personally. The dial? Mostly monochrome, but it glows with this quiet, vintage confidence, like a submariner from an alternate universe where subtlety always wins. Inside, the MT5400 keeps time with COSC's smugness, ticking away like it's whispering, "Relax, I've got this." And the best part? This watch does everything, dive duty, date night, boardroom flex, without ever raising its voice. For under $5,000, it's probably the cleanest modern vintage statement you can buy. Would this anchor your 3-watch collection, or completely take it over? Tell me below. The Omega Aqua Terra 38mm in turquoise, $7,400, is the watch equivalent of a perfect summer day bottled and screwed into a stainless steel case. That dial doesn't just pop, it radiates, like someone took a slice of Mediterranean water and polished it to a gloss. The vertical teak pattern adds this subtle yacht deck swagger, hinting at luxury without shouting. And the 38mm size? Spot on. It wears like confidence, neat and unpretentious. Inside, the master chronometer movement beats with anti-magnetic arrogance, the kind that just shrugs at everyday chaos. This is the refined all-rounder, sporty, dressy, beautifully cultured. A watch that turns strangers into wrist glances. But here's the collector's dilemma. Does this color become your signature or your guilty pleasure? Now, the Rolex Air-King 126900, $10,000, the chaotic good hero of modern Rolex. This watch used to be the oddball of the catalogue, and now? It's a precision instrument dressed like a rebellious pilot. The black dial is pure attitude. Those racing-inspired numerals, the green seconds hand, that pop of yellow on the crown logo. It's like Rolex finally let their design team have one espresso too many. And it worked. The updated case with crown guards gives it that tool watch discipline, while the 40mm size sits on the wrist with this undeniable everyday authority. The 3230 movement inside? A quiet overachiever, chronometer certified, anti-magnetic, and built to outlive your next 3 jobs. It's bold, polarizing, unmistakably Rolex. The kind of watch that starts conversations before you even say a word. But here's the question. Are you brave enough for the Air-King? Quick break before we hit the next chronos. If you've been eyeing any of the watches I've mentioned, or maybe you're just doing some late-night grail hunting, check out the links in the description. They go straight to exquisite timepieces, who I'm proud to call the official sponsor of this channel. They're an authorized dealer for over 80 luxury watch brands, everything from Grand Seiko and Tudor, to independents like Angelus and Ball. That means you're not just browsing random stock. You're looking at real inventory, backed by manufacturer warranties, and shipped globally. Personally, I trust them because I've used them, and I only work with partners I'd recommend to a fellow collector over coffee, and they actually answer emails, rare in this game. Also, a little transparency. If you use my affiliate links and end up buying something, it helps support this channel at no extra cost to you. No pressure, but it means the world. All right, back to the chronos. The Glashütte Original SeaQ Chronograph, $17,100, is what happens when German engineering decides to throw on a tailored navy suit and take you out for a very expensive dinner. That blue dial? It doesn't shine, it pulses, with this velvety depth that shifts from ink to electric depending on the light. The chronograph layout is pure Glashütte, balanced, quietly confident, almost architectural. And then there's the movement, the caliber 37, beating away with that signature Teutonic smoothness, a reminder that this brand builds watches the way Porsche engineers engines. The 43mm case should feel big, but somehow it hugs the wrist like a well-fitted jacket. It's a diver, a chronograph, and a luxury flex rolled into one. A why choose watch for someone who refuses to compromise. Would this be your high-end workhorse or your special occasion weapon? The Hublot Big Bang Unico Orange, $29,600, is not a watch. It's an announcement. This is what you wear when you've stopped asking for permission and started living in full color. The orange skeleton dial doesn't just stand out, it erupts like a supercar dashboard dipped in citrus fire. Every cutout reveals the Hub 1280 Unico movement, ticking away with this industrial heartbeat, a mechanical city beneath sapphire. The case is classic Big Bang architecture, layered, muscular, unapologetically modern. And the rubber strap? Smooth, bold, designed for people who don't flinch when strangers stare at their wrist. Yes, it's loud. Yes, it's wild. But that's the point. This is luxury turned up to 11. So tell me, would you rock this radioactive statement piece, or does it cross into too bold even for me territory? The H. Moser & C Pioneer Flying Hours, $49,200, is where traditional watchmaking stops and horological poetry begins. Moser takes their signature Fume dial, already one of the best in the industry, and then punches a hole straight through it to reveal a levitating cylindrical hairspring tourbillon. It doesn't just rotate, it breathes, expanding and contracting like a living mechanical organism. The domed sapphire pulls you in, the textures, the blues, the depth. It feels less like a dial and more like looking into a private galaxy. And yet, despite all this drama, it wears like a tool watch. Steel case, 120 meters water resistance, rubber strap. It's the rare piece that whispers and flexes at the same time. Understated from across the room, unforgettable up close. Would this be your halo watch, or the one you save for the collectors who get it? So there you have it. 3 rounds, 9 watches, and 9 completely different ways to build a 3-watch collection that actually works in real life. A diver for confidence, a chronograph for energy, a dress watch for presence. Or, if you're like most collectors, a few pieces that blur all 3 lines. Don't miss the next drop. If you want first access to the pieces others discover too late, subscribe now and stay ahead of the collections, so you never miss the watches that spike, the deals that disappear, and the stories nobody else is telling. If any of the watches in this video made your heart skip a beat, I've linked them all below via our partner, Exquisite Timepieces. They're an authorized dealer I personally trust. Appreciate the love. The point of this video wasn't to crown a winner. It was to show you that any budget, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 and beyond, can give you a collection with personality, variety and purpose. A collection that feels yours. If you took ideas or inspiration from this video, you already know what to do. And let me know in the comments, which of the 9 watches would make your perfect 3-watch collection? If you enjoyed this video, YouTube knows you'll love the one on the screen right now.